Good morning, it's day 28 and I'm leaving Highwood and the parish house Cherman Bride. Thank you to Father Lawrence of St. Bridget Parish here in Highwood for letting me stay in the parish house all by my lonesome. But I was dry and comfortable. I got to make my dinner and breakfast in the kitchen, and now, oh, the church door is open and I'm heading that way when I come out. Going up. And going down. It's the story of my life in this country. Okay, best guess at pronunciation. Fáilte go Béalafa Fernan. Ballyfarnan. Welcome. Ballyfarnan, another pretty little village in rural Ireland, but like all the others, so quiet. This is Loch Mila. Oh, how I was wishing that I needed a campsite right now, because this is a beautiful spot here, nice and level, as long as the level of the lake doesn't rise. Walking by this lake, hearing the lapping of waves against the shore is so soothing and so familiar to me. Mom lived on the water of Georgian Bay, and in the later years of his life, Dad lived on Niagara on the Lake, in Niagara on the Lake, which is on Lake Ontario. And I guess they were drawn to water because they were born near the water. In Dublin, they were living on the north side of Dublin Bay and got so used to the open water. I guess they found comfort in it too, like I do. What the heck? Can't figure this out. Okay, we have a doorway, but these big windows don't make sense. Usually the windows are so tiny so they could defend themselves. Was it a chapel? Wow. Interesting. Access point. Maybe that was a... Oh yeah, there's a chimney there. So this was an interior room. Fascinating. This whole country, it just oozes ancient history. I love it. Oh, okay, it's really raining now. But I've reached a holy well, and so I will stop and give some prayer time devoted to Mom and Dad. Grateful for waterproof hikers. Still raining, but I'm out of the forest, so I'm not getting the big drops off the trees. Don't know where I'm going across here. Oh, I see. Yeah, so this is very typical Irish weather. It's mild. You don't want to put on your rain gear because you just heat up too much. It might be 15, 16 degrees or so. And it just is a soft rain, no wind, no thunder, no storming. And it kind of gets heavier for a bit, and then it gets lighter for a bit, then it stops, then it gets brighter, then it gets misty. So basically, it's just a very wet kind of day. Yes, and a frizzy hair kind of day, I can see that. And this is when quick, dry clothing comes in handy. Okay, the pouring rain has stopped for a while. We're back to just a light mist. Hopefully my shirt can dry out a little bit in the breeze. It's 5:30 p.m. and the sun has just come out for the first time today. See, I can see my shadow. Not completely clear, it's a bit hazy, but it's not raining. Yes. Well, at least the trail is mixing it up a little bit. For the last hour, I've been in and out of pastures and over stone walls and through gates and watching for bulls and telling cows to stay where they are. No need to come to where I'm at. And at least it makes the time go a bit faster. And sometimes you just plain old get distracted. I finally came out of all the pastures and the trail popped out at the side of a pub. It had picnic tables, so I stopped there to have a look at my map because I realized it's at a crossroads, and I remember reading, be careful when you get to this particular crossroads because the map has changed, there's new signage, blah, blah, blah. So I'm checking it, but I get chatting with a man who comes out of the bar, a very friendly guy, Brennan. Brennan, if you're watching, hello! Don't worry, I found the right road. Brennan was a special encounter because it turns out that he just lost his dad a month ago. And so now I'm going to keep his dad, Dennis, in my mind as I walk and hope that Brennan soon can handle his grief a little bit better as I'm learning to handle mine. Enjoy the boat, Brennan, in your dad's memory. Ooh, that's a little wet. Oh, thank goodness for the boardwalk down by the bog, yeah. So I often get asked by locals when I meet them on the way, on the road, on the path, oh, where are you headed? But the truth is I don't know exactly where I'm I know where I'm generally headed, but each day I have a mileage goal and a time goal. I like to stop by 7. I definitely want to be in my tent by 8. That didn't happen last night because I was waiting for Mass to finish to talk to the priest, but I got shelter last night, so that was special. So, for instance, right now it's 7:15 p.m. Been hiking since 9. And just about to tip the scales at 25 kilometers. And that's fine because I've had a number of days that have been 28, 29. And I like to do between 25 and 30. I should have maybe set up back there when I was going through the bogs, but I didn't because I hadn't hit 25. And now I'm on a road that I'm going to hit 25. So I might have to, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know each day what I'm going to do in terms of where I'm going to set up, or if I'm going to end up in a bed or in some obscure location like the living room of an empty parish house. You just don't know what's going to happen. It's in God's hands, that's for sure. Oh my gosh. Finally set up. Whew. I had a choice of going into, I came upon a hayfield that was just freshly plowed and cleared. Now it's been raining all day, so I know the surface below what looks like cut the base of the hay is wet and manure fertilized. But I almost took it and I thought, no, I can't do that. I can't go on private property. I can't go on a farm without permission. So I thought, okay, I'll go over one more stile. So here I am. The way actually goes right through there. And it looks like a road. It's gated. It's farm gated with a stile, a lot gate. So I don't know, maybe it's probably a forestry access road. There's me for the night. It's 8:15. I am past my 8 o'clock goal, but that's because whenever it's any kind of a road, even if it's a rough track like this compressed gravel, I swear to God, they pour concrete underneath. And it started to rain as soon as at least as soon as I got everything in the tent and the fly over the tent. And now, hey, now it looks like it's kind of clearing. So that's nice. But anyway, it is a lovely spot. Lots of birds. It's peaceful. I think it's safe. And I'm not far from the trail in the morning. So it's time to get washed, eat, dressed, bed.